Well, good morning. I hope you're having a pleasant Wednesday, one and all, and welcome along today's F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. And it is for the Austrian Grand Prix from the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg. The lovely Red Bull Ring, one of the fastest circuits on the calendar. Let's have a look at everything, shall we? There is the facility breakdown. You can see that we've definitely got a fabrication coming in. Maybe not this weekend, but certainly next weekend. We've got two major aero updates coming in as well for the car. They should be in by the time we hit Silverstone. Needed, because Silverstone's a really bad track for us this year. Excuse me. Engines all looking good. Sponsors are looking good as well. There we go. We're looking for that right there. Tatiana needs 8 million in the bank for us to negotiate a new contract with her. I think we'll negotiate. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? Jackie leads the way by 107 points from Carlos Sainz. Tatiana P3 after her victory at Paul Ricard. Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, Danny Ricciardo, Lando Norris, Esteban Ocon, Nobuhiro Matsushita and Max Verstappen, your top 10. In the constructors, Chaseliner are racing away with it by almost 150 points from McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull, AlphaTauri, Racing Point, Alfa Romeo, Williams and Haas, with still yet to score Sergio Perez, Kimi Raikkonen, George Russell, Kevin Magnussen, Nick De Vries and Nicholas Latifi. That was all to get in there. I get a lot in a couple of minutes, and I don't think I get a lot of appreciation for it. So, let's go and see. We've got the level 3 on the fabrication chassis side. So that's Fan Debbie Doo Slappy Sue. We've got 340 resource points, but now look what we open. We open the ultimate chassis upgrades. And you know we're going to go after some ultimate chassis upgrades. Even if we don't get them this year, if we get no R&D reset, we'll save all our resource points and we'll have a major update coming for the Austrian Grand Prix that I don't think anyone is going to see coming. They're not even going to handle it. Anyway, that's for a later issue. We're going to get practiced. We're going to get qualified. We'll see you on the start line for the fastest lap on the calendar at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's a short lap here in Spielberg with just 10 corners, 7 rights and 3 lefts, making up the total distance of 2.6 miles. And expect to see a lot of cars running wide today, especially through the last corner, as the wet conditions make the cars skittish through the downhill sections. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Rose lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Sainz, Max Verstappen and Hamilton, Perez, Leclerc, Ocon and Lance Stroll, Calderon, Norris, Alexander Albon and Russell, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Kevin Magnussen and Daniel Kvyat. They've taken a grid penalty. De Vries, Matsushita, Gasly and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Well, here we are then, folks, joined by Rexy again for a rather soggy Red Bull Ring. But it does look like it's going to get better later during the race. It is a one-stop. Well, it should be a one-stop. We might switch on to the intermediates later. What do you think, mate? Do you think we're going to be swapping onto some... You think we are? We're going to be swapping on some inters at some point. Alright then. P1. She did absolutely blinding out there. So, yeah. Let's see if she can go and continue that good form, shall we? Yo, and it's lights out and away we go. the Red Bull Ring here for the Austrian Grand Prix. Jackie's got a pretty good start. It's all chaos behind us. That McLaren has lost a few positions there off the start. That was Carlos Sainz. As we all head through turn 1, look at the mist and the rain as Valtteri Bottas chases after the TCO3 up the hill through turn 2 and into turn 3. The spray is absolutely hammering it down here in Spielberg. We are going to have to keep an eye on that as we get green flags behind us. I believe that's just because everyone was moving so damn slow. But into turn 4 we go, and still Valtteri Bottas, and I believe that is that Ricciardo in P3? It looks like Ricciardo in P3. Carlos Sainz P4 as Jackie goes through turn number 5 down towards turn 6, 7 and 8. Easy as you like through 6, 7, now through 8 and down towards turns 9 and 10. And see Bottas there big in the mirrors. Hello Bottas. Lewis Hamilton P5 rounds out your top 5 through turn 9, through turn 10. Clip the curb a little bit wide for Jackie, that's fine. We could accept that in these conditions. And it's going to be a pretty slow lap here at the Red Bull Ring over the curbs in turn 1. And now headed up the hill towards turn number 3. Can Jackie hold off Valtteri Bottas? Going up this hill, I'm pretty sure she will get the job done. Bottas to the outside, Jackie's going to take the inside line. And on these tyres, that's pretty darn snazzy to do that, but saying so. Now, we'll move forward on to lap number 3 and with Matsushita down at the back of the grid. He's going to have a go at Kevin Magnussen for P21 into turn 3. The outside line gets the better traction with the AI. And I'm pretty sure with the Haas there being the Ferrari B team, he'll be through, no problem. That's Matsushita into P21 as Bottas starts coming after Jackie again. He's going to the outside of turn 9. Oh, you don't see many going to the outside of turn 9, and that Renault was getting awfully punchy there. But now we're going to move forward onto lap number 5. There's Antonio Giovinazzi with Hollywood Lance Stroll close on his heels. Lando Norris right behind him, and Stroll should be around the outside, and that will be a Stroll, and into P11. No, P12, I'm sorry, goes Stroll, and P13 for Lando Norris. If he can get past Giovinazzi, we'll see if that comes true, and he does get past Giovinazzi and Lando Norris. Cheeky Lando up into P13 as we go to a little later in the lap, and that is Nicholas Latifi getting passed by Matsushita. Will Kevin Magnussen be next? His teammate Hassan Haas-Violent going into turn 1 on lap number 6. And that is wheel to excuse me, that is wheel to wheel. And I think Latifi might just hold on to this. It's going to be very, very, very close between the pair of them. But Nicholas Latifi will just about hold on. Will Magnussen have a think about the outside of turn 3? He's going to have a look, folks. But, go on, Kevin Magnussen, who has now left the Haas team, with Haas taking on Nikita Mazepin. Less said about him, the better. And also taking on Mick Schumacher for the 2021 season. As Bottas is all over Jackie going up to turn 3 on lap number 7. And what? Ricciardo, there's been a big crash. That's a safety car. Oh, Bottas, what have you done? What have you done, Bottas? Let's have a look at it here, going up the hill. Oh, you know what? Oh, he went for a gap that didn't exist there. And Ricciardo. Oh, poor Danny Ricciardo. Let's have a look at it from his point of view. You're going to see Danny Ricciardo here. He's going to have no chance. He's going to have absolutely no chance here going up the hill. And dearie me. And look at the damage that's been done to Jackie's. Oh, damn. So that did bring out the safety car. Right, but you know what? The rain has eased somewhat here. Let's have a gamble, Jackie. Let's have a gamble, Jackie, darling. Let's put on the intermediate tyres. And a new wing. Oh, that piece of whatever. Bottas. Oh, this is good. We're going to have to recover from this. So she comes out in front of Bottas at least. That's something, I suppose. Can she get out in front of Nicholas Latifi there? Looks like yes, she'll get out in front of Kevin Magnussen, but not Nicholas Latifi. And Bottas is actually behind quite a few other drivers as well. So the leader of this race, believe it or not, is now Carlos Sainz. There he is. He's got Lewis Hamilton behind him, and I believe that's Sergio Perez in P3. So we'll see how that works out for the Mexican, who is also without a drive this season. But Carlos Sainz will decide. The safety car is in the pit lane, and there we go. We're getting underway again on lap number 10 of the Austrian Grand Prix. There goes Perez. There's one of the... I think that's... who was that there? I don't know. I have no clue here. We're having a look through the field here. See if... there's Jackie. Now let's see how she's doing. She's kept ahead of Kevin Magnussen. That's one thing. Can she get Nicholas Latifi? And there's Tatiana in front of him. Oh my God, it was almost another crash. As we got a Red Bull. What the? Whoa, hello. There's Verstappen. And there's Bottas. Oh, it's all chaos. It's all kicking off. Everyone trying to get past Nicholas Latifi. Oh, Kevin Magnussen, I should say. Jesus, wept. Sort it out, gentlemen. Oh, that was incredible into turn 1. As we've got Verstappen and Bottas side by side through turn 4. Sorry, that was turn 3 we were all through. We're not turn 4. But basically, we got to keep Bottas behind us. Everywhere we go, he's going to go. As we move onwards to lap 13. And it seems that... No, sorry, this is later in lap number 11. And it seems that Nicholas Latifi is going to have Jackie and Bottas come past as Jackie goes to the inside of turn 9. Excuse me, coming through. Don't mind, thank you. And stay back there if you don't mind, Mr. I know Bottas is going to come through on Latifi. You can see the speed differential between the pair of them on lap number 12. We got lap 12, Kvyat 0.1. Where is Daddy Kvyat? I haven't a clue, but Bottas is past Latifi. And up into P13. No, P14, I do apologise. Now, Tatiana. Tats, you got to let Jackie go. She's faster. Thank you. Now, hold up Bottas. Do me a favour and hold up Bottas. Jackie went so wide, actually. He almost ran into the back of... Who is that? Is that Sebastian... No, that's Matsushita. That's Matsushita up there. He's going to go to the outside. Oh, she thought about the outside. No, she is going to go to the outside of turn 3. Get that job done. That's another position. P11. And there's a Williams. Who's this Williams? That is George Russell, I think, who had a spell in the Mercedes recently. And flying it up the inside of turn 4. Oh, yes, now we're talking. And I think Bottas is past Tatiana, who was also past Matsushita there. As we go to Charles Leclerc. What's Charles Leclerc doing back here? He's in P17. And he's got... Wow. I didn't think that would happen. In fact, actually, I think Leclerc's retired. Oh, that's unfortunate. If you don't mind me saying so. But up at the top of the hill, we got Matsushita trying to hold up... yeah, this happened at the top of the hill. Matsushita trying to get past by Valtteri Bottas. And Bottas is going to move into P13 here. Oh, dear. But speaking of, there's the man Gasly in P10. Now, Jackie's on the charge. She'll get past Giovinazzi here, no problem. Will she get past the man Gasly? Round the outside of turn 1. Oh, how much more confidence does she have on these intermediates, folks? This is going to be a recovery drive and a half. And Bottas is also past the man Gasly. Move him into P11. And Jackie... Oh, excuse me! Excuse me, Giovinazzi left the door open. And move here, Jackie into P9 now. So she is flying here. And speaking of flying, so is Matsushita. He's up the inside of George Russell, and that's P13. He's already passed Tatiana somewhere for P14. As the microphone goes for a walk. I thought about going for a walk, but my arm caught it, thankfully. Come on, Tatiana, you need to do better than this, darling. You're in. You were OP at France. Now what? You're average here at Austria. Speaking of average, we got Nick de Vries here in P8. Well, we had Nick de Vries in P8, and now Bottas is going to come through. See, look at this. Everywhere that Jackie goes, Bottas is right behind her. And that's going to be the case as we go on to lap 15 here. Valtteri Bottas will get past Nick De Vries for P15. I see the man Gasly going to try and get past Giovinazzi for P11. Yes, P11. Oh, but this is all kicking off here, and now Giovinazzi's holding traffic up. We've got the man Gasly right there. I think we see Matsushita. We see Tatiana back there. And that's going to be P11 for the man Gasly. As Giovinazzi, he's got George Russell back there. We got Tatiana's having to go at Matsushita here. But finally, Tatiana's woken up. Pulled the finger out of her rear end. Round the outside of turn 3. Always works. Better traction, better car. That's Tatiana in the P13. But she's got a few positions to go yet before she gets into points. Speaking of a few positions to go, Jackie's been putting the hammer down here. She's up to the back of Esteban Ocon. And will she have a go and dive into turn 3? Yes, she will. He left the door open. And that's Jackie in a P7. She can still win this race, folks. It's still possible that she can win this Austrian Grand Prix. And especially if she catches up to the back of Lando Norris here. Where are you going to go? Inside, outside, go outside. P6 coming up. Yeah, boy. What a recovery. Oh, and I think Lando went around. Might have been a tiny bit of contact there. Only a tiny bit, I should say. But enough to send Lando around as Bottas thinks about having to go at Esteban Ocon into the first corner. Oh, he's got so much more confidence as well on the intermediates. Yes, Lando didn't quite go around. But he's passed by Bottas. Will Ocon get past Lando? I think Lando, though, might be back up to speed here. No, he's going to go at the outside of turn 3. The Frenchman in the Austrian Grand Prix, and I think he's got him. Yes, he has. And move Ocon to P9. P8, I do apologise. As who's that? That's Tatiana. We've got George Russell. We've got Antonio Giovinazzi. P's 12 and 13. Oh, that was a great move, Tatiana. Fantastic move late on the brakes. I tell you what, go get Giovinazzi. Go and fill your boots on Giovinazzi. You've got a better car than him by a mile. She won't do anything, will she? She's silly. But P5, here's Hollywood Lance Stroll, and Jackie's really hammering. I don't think she'll win this race now, but into turn 6 and 7, giving the body check, and thank you very much. Get out of the way. And speaking of get out of the way, she's up to the back of... well, actually, no, Stroll's about to be passed by Bottas at P6. So anywhere that Jackie's going, Bottas is following. And speaking of following, Jackie might be getting P4 off Alexander Albon here. I think that might be... we're on the last lap as well. That might be where she finishes up the inside of turn 3. That was cool as you like. What a recovery drive from... my favourite, your favourite, everyone's favourite here as we go to George. Is that George? Is that you, George? No, that's not George. That's Nick De Vries. It's the last point as well. Don't do it, sir. The man Gasly. Don't do it to him. Oh, you cruel man. You cruel man. You've nicked a point off Nick De Vries. How very dare you. Tatiana won't be scoring that point, will she? No. But all she'll be doing is P11, 12. Bad day at the office for Tatiana. As we go to Alexander Albon here. He's got Valtteri Bottas all over the back of him. I've got a really horrible, rubbery, really bad taste in the back of my throat. I need to go and find out what's going on here. But up at the front of the field, it's been a long time. I think it's the last time he won was in America, season 1 or season 2. But Carlos Sainz will come out of the last corner and win the Austrian Grand Prix ahead of Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez. Oh, dear me. Jackie, darling, good driver. Whoa, podium! What happened there? We got a podium. We're a P4, we got a podium. Who's got a penalty? Who cares if Gasly's driver of the day?
Smiling faces on the pit wall after a superb win here in Spielberg, and rightly so. A brilliant effort from the whole team. Talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight. Let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. Rose increases their championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities, and he did so with a lot of skill.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, good work from Racing Point this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
I did not believe that. I honestly don't believe that. And Lewis Hamilton picked up a 5-second penalty for some reason, which promotes Jackie onto the podium. But it should have been the win. It should have been the win, man. I honestly think that it should have been the win. What more needs to be said? What, honest to God, more needs to be said? Carlos Sainz wins. Sergio Perez then, what's his name? Jackie, Bottas, Hamilton, Albon with a good finish. Stroll, Ocon, Norris and Gasly, your top 10. Nick de Vries also almost picks up a point, but just not quite there, Nick. Tatiana P12 after her issues. I haven't a clue what happened there. Max Verstappen picked up a penalty. Kevin Magnussen last, then Leclerc and Ricciardo, 2 DNFs. But, yeah. Claire had no questions, and quite frankly, I don't blame her. But still, Jackie finishes ahead of Nobuhiro Matsushita and wins the rivalry for 500 more acclaim points. That's fantastic. As far as prestige goes, Jackie goes up a little bit. Tatiana, yeah, nowhere particular. And, yeah, we still somehow got 2.28 million in the bank. And only took 2k of damages. That bill is going straight to frickin' Valtteri Bottas. It's going straight to Bottas, you understand me? My man's going to come and collect the money. He's coming to collect it right here.
Boss, this week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against
Carl.
the running costs.
Someone wants to come have a word with you. Come here, Carl. Come here. Come here, pug. Oh, dear me. Right, well, first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to manage some sponsors. Now, this is going to be a bit of a long-ass ending, folks, so we've got a lot to get through in not a lot of time. So, my apologies straight away. We will be as quick as we possibly can be. Not keep you any more, because, quite frankly, you don't deserve to be kept any more than you do. So, we'll get Zanzer back on the car. We will get... who else should we get? I want Sudu back on the car, definitely. Because Sudu is easy money. I think you'll all agree. Sudu, with their Neon actually qualified P4. We should be doing that, no problem. But Sudu, easy money. We'll get them back on the car. Fastest lap in any session. It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. So who do we go to next then? Who do we go to next? Because this is the one, and I tell you what, Cassandra looked like a good sponsor to have on the car. I would certainly consider going with the Cassandra Sports sponsorship there. But like I said, we've got to go through all of the options here. It's all about what is the best option for the team. Because if we can't get the best option, then we're not going to make the money. If we don't make the money, then we're not going to have anything out there to... you have to excuse me there. We're not going to have anything in the future to keep Tatiana at the team. But, like I said, I like the look of the Cassandra sponsorship. If we can get that sponsorship on the car... I mean, we're looking at this neon sponsorship, qualify P4. We should be doing that every weekend. But for not a lot of bonus, it's not worth it. You may as well go for something like, I don't know, something like this Ballissa one, which doesn't give a lot of revenue, but it gives you more of a bonus. Like I said, this Cassandra, you got big bonus. Not a lot comes in weekly income-wise, but it's a top 4 finish during the race. The car where it is right now, we should be doing top 4. Easy. If you can give me a reason why we shouldn't be going for Cassandra, then tell me right now, because I'll tell you now, we're going for Cassandra. I think that on the car is going to look absolutely magnificent. I mean, they set the charge one will probably be good for season 4, because I can imagine we'll get fastest lap and we'll finish 1-2 every single week if they don't upgrade the car. But for right now, Cassandra on the car. Welcome to the team. So there is our new sponsors. How would you like it? And it's time to renegotiate with someone. Hello, Tatiana. She wants to renegotiate. That's good. I'm not even going to argue with her. She could have the low risk contract and she can stay. I mean, she's already got more victories than last season. What are you going to say to that? You're not going to say a whole hell of a heap of lot to that, are you? You're really not. She won at Holland. She won at Spain. She won at France. That's 3 victories already. And she only won 2 last year. Girl's on fire! Absolutely on fire. Right, let's have a look what we got going on here for everything else. Well, we'll get the chassis equipment upgrade. We'll put the race simulations on there for Tatiana, and we'll put some weight training on for her. So there you go. She got... we've sorted her out up to the invitational event. Speaking of that invitational event, I'll be the one taking that. Jackie's already said she has no interest in stuff like that. What we do have interest in is that 10 million that's sitting in the bank account waiting to do absolute nothing, and we need to get the powertrain up to level 3. And the only one we can do is to do this fabrication upgrade. Yes, it costs the 10 million, so we'll be down to about 230,000. But the most important thing is it will bring the level 3 that we need to get the ultimate powertrain upgrades that are blocked off, as you can see. With 1,978 resource points in the bank account, we are going to go for this chassis upgrade on the hydraulics. We're going to rush it and try and get it in for the British Grand Prix. No, we're changing our mind. Have a think about it. Are you sure? Because I want 25 likes on the video. Right, we're going for that. 25 likes on the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Do get subscribed if you haven't already done so for more F1 2020 My Team Career Mode, Death Stranding, Detroit Become Human, Marvel Spider-Man, whatever we play on Sundays, if we do decide to bring Sundays back again. Stay safe, be kind to each other. If you can't be kind to each other, be quiet, because you have no place in the world if you can't be quiet. And we'll see you tomorrow for Detroit Become Human. We'll see you on Friday for the British Grand Prix, where we'll bring out the old British flag on the car.